Thank you, Celia. I was muted. Thank you for saying that. I'm so sorry. Oh, darn it. Well, let's start over. So you couldn't hear anything. Hi. Tell me if you can hear me now. Give a heart or a thumbs up or something if you can hear me now. Let's try that. All right. So let me start over. Welcome for being here. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for putting in the time and effort to be able to be in this place. I know it takes a lot to show up and be present and be able to, yay, people can hear me. I know it takes a lot to be here, and you have sacrificed time and energy to be here, and pat yourselves on the back. You're amazing. You're phenomenal. It is so great to see you here. This is the third day in the Calm Confident Workshop where we get into really the key steps to get you to transformational change in your life. This is the key question to ask that will end your daily battles. And because you've been showing up, I want to make sure and reward you. There are 3 key people who have been showing up a lot. And so I want to reward those folks with a gift card. We have Elizabeth McConnell, Therese Frank, and Sharice Wilkinson. So all of you are getting a gift card for showing up at this event, and to be able to qualify to still possibly get a gift card tomorrow, put an emoji below as you're listening live or in the replay so that I know you were here. Now, friends, the key shifts you learned on Monday were to first recognize the errors and the actions that have not been serving you. Don't blame yourself. Don't feel any shame about it. Just know that when your eyes are open, you can finally stop wasting your time in areas that don't serve you. That's a wonderful thing that we can all do as adults, as humans. We're constantly growing and changing. And so this is an opportunity to let go of parenting from the neck up, lecturing, talking when it doesn't really impact them. There's so many other tools that focus more on action, on emotion regulation, on helping them to be able to practice the new skills that we want them to have. So we're going to stop neck up parenting. We're going to stop ping-ponging around all these other areas of blog here, book there. What do I even do? How does this apply to this child versus that child? And we're going to stop asking the wrong questions, which is, why are you doing this? We want to get you into a simple, sustainable plan that you master each day with repetition, and that helps you to easily be your calm, confident self. I want to see you having results like I have had clients in the last week sharing things like, my daughter just finally got herself all the way dressed, came over to me and gave me a high five and was like, I'm done. Another family who said, my daughter stayed in bed at bedtime, and me and my husband got to have a nice drink together and relax and talk. We were almost like, oh gosh, this is like crickets. We're so not used to having this time that we almost didn't know what to do. But then we just enjoyed it. We reconnected. It was amazing. Another mom who said, I feel like I finally had that secret weapon to calm my child when they were so upset and emotional. And it felt so good. I was like, I feel like super mom. These results are totally possible for you. And they start with the key question that I'm going to give you today. I see Lottie saying that it's kind of bouncing in and out. Let me know if anyone else is having a hard time seeing the video. So the key question, again, in your workbook, if you don't have it, please feel free to write workbook below so that we can get that to you. The key question to be asking is, instead of when is he ever going to change? When is my 2-year-old, my 6-year-old, my 12-year-old going to finally stop being so emotional, stop being difficult with her sibling, stop testing and doing the opposite of what I just told them not to do? Instead of doing that, we're going to ask a much more effective question. Friends, that question is, where do I want to be spending my time and energy? Where do I want to be spending my time and energy that's going to be more about prevention, that's going to be more about building the skills I want in my child, that's going to be more about teaching instead of correcting? I want to be predictable. I want to be powerful. I want to have a plan. I want to see results. Where do you need to start spending your time and energy differently to get new results? Because the truth of the matter is we all have the same number of hours each day. I have had friends who worked full time and said, I think I'm going to go to part time because then I'll be able to like concentrate more on being more patient and things changing with my kid. And there they were, half as much work, and the same things were happening. Or I've known people with summer coming in that are like, okay, something about summer will be different. We'll have lots of fun things, so the kids will just be more positive. And then it's like, nope, we're still just putting out the fires. And what's missing is having support and a strategic plan so that you are spending your time on prevention, spending your time on education, right? So decide today how you are going to spend your time moving forward. When you think of the road that you're currently on, friends, I got to pause you for just a second. When you look around, what do you notice? What do you notice is going on in your world right now that has been the cost of you not having calm and not having confidence? Because I have seen people start to lose themselves. One mom here in this group said, I just feel like I'm losing my own sense of myself in this process of being a mom. And that's likely tearing you down, taking away the joy that you used to have in your marriage, in your sense of being you, and in your role of motherhood. What cost has that been taking in your heart? When you look around and you think about where you're at, I want you to think of where you want to be. Where do you want to be? If you had a magic wand and in 6 months from now could look back and say, we had the best summer we've had in years. I watched my kids be so kind to each other. I had several opportunities where I reconnected with my partner. I found that I felt like myself again. I was laughing, I was playful instead of this like monster, like tyrant that I've somehow turned into. That is not me at all. When you think of that, if that's where you want to be having more joy. I want you to picture yourself standing there, September, looking back at an amazing summer, looking back at an amazing like number of moments you had with yourself, with your partner, with your kids that felt aligned with who you are, that felt really connected, joyful. And what will that require? What is this moment right now asking of you in order to get there? Because, friend, I like to think about it like scraping your driveway now. You know, here in Montana, we have snowfall and you have to like shovel it or get out the snow plow. And sometimes you do that and then it snows again and you're like, oh, I'm so tired. And I already did this once and it was cold. I'm just going to leave it. Maybe it'll melt. Well, sometimes it melts, and sometimes, more often, most often, it ends up that the temperature drops and you end up with this thick layer of ice that you're then fighting against the rest of winter every time you're going to shovel or snowplow. And so instead of doing that one hard thing in the moment, you end up with way more battles down the road. And friend, that's where I believe that you possibly are, that you have been watching these battles happen again and again, the daily battles. And what this moment is requiring of you for it to be different is to be able to have a source that helps you to do what I call suffering with a purpose. See, the two options I often see that we're in, if you've been having challenges with your kids, you can keep suffering in circles, like hoping for the best, but never seeing change, kind of crossing your fingers, kind of thinking maybe it'll just be something they outgrow. Or you can say, I want to put the work in, and it may require some, hard moments. But if it would move the dial, so we start having bedtimes work, kids get themselves ready, be nicer to their siblings, have a funner summer. Yeah, heck yes, I am ready to do that. I'm ready to suffer with a purpose. Friends, today can be the first day that the only suffering you do moving forward after today is suffering with a purpose. If you're so ready for that, you're like, yes, that would be incredible. I want to start suffering with a purpose instead of this endless suffering in circles. Put it down below. Suffer with a purpose. It's a weird phrase, but come on, let's join. This is what sustainable parenting can offer you. That we give you a succinct plan to be able to start moving the dial so that yes, there are some investment of time and energy it's going to take of you, but it's time and energy that starts moving the dial instead of this endless time and energy that feels like Groundhog Day of suffering. Scrape that driveway now, and it gets easier and easier. So your homework, my friends, is that I want to invite you to an opportunity. I'm inviting you today, if you have seen this to be a place that's giving you some quick, simple strategies, you're aligning with what you've heard me describe in sustainable parenting, that you want to be able to parent smarter, not harder. You want to be able to, have less anger, less upsets, more cooperation. Then I want to invite you today to link arms with me. This doesn't have to be the end of our opportunity. So first of all, join me tomorrow for the live question answer. Put Q&A if you want to join us tomorrow, and Leah is going to get you that link so that you don't miss the chance to be live with me. Yes, Celia's like, I'm ready to suffer with a purpose. Yes, girl, we are on it. We're going to do it. So I want to invite you to link arms with me. And in linking arms, here's what it looks like. When you schedule a clarity call with me, you're saying, yes, I want to move forward. I want support. Sustainable parenting offers you 2 mentorship options where you can get guidance, you get community that is keeping you accountable, making it more fun to make these changes, making it more validating and supportive, and you get the direct expert advice of a counselor and parenting coach of 12 years so that you don't have to feel lost at all in the process of trying to make change. You get to master the CEO process that sustainable parents are using in virtually every parenting scenario and quickly getting into calm and confidence, more ease and cooperation. So those that want to speak up right now and say, yes, I am ready for that. I want that in my life. I want to link arms with you, Flora. Let's talk about it. What could it look like to work together? Put the words, yes, I'm in. Yes, I'm in. And claim it right now for yourself. Speak it out so you hold yourself accountable. And I will give you the link below, or Leah will give you the link below to schedule your clarity call so that we can get started. Yes, Danielle, So excited to see you there. I am ready to get you started in this so you don't waste another month, another week, another day in these cycles of suffering. Put the words, yes, I'm in below, and we will get you your link to schedule a clarity call with me. We talk over the options of mentorship that get you to master the CEO process that is getting parents to feel incredible ease and joy and calm on a daily basis, even with the most challenging kids. And Leah, one of our mentors, is here and she has been through the program. So she can speak if you want to ask her any questions. She's the one with the sustainable parenting symbol who's been commenting. Feel free to reach out to her and come in the comments also in Messenger. She'd love to answer any questions. Lottie's in. Yes, girl, let's get you scheduled with your clarity call. Who else is in? Whether you're watching this live or in the replay, anyone who schedules their clarity call right now while we're on this video, get in there. I'm watching my phone to see those calls get scheduled. You schedule right now today, which is Wednesday. Let's extend it to that for people who need to watch the replay. Anyone who schedules right now during this live or in the replay by the end of Wednesday, get that clarity call scheduled and you get a free 30-minute coaching call with me. So in that call, we're going to answer any questions. You're going to get to directly ask me anything you want about how to be getting to your end goals. Okay? So put that in right now. And you know what? Actually, I just want to throw an extra bonus in there. I am also going to give you, let me think of a fun bonus. I'm going to throw in there my extra masterclass for anyone who gets their clarity call scheduled today. You get my free masterclass also. So that's $129 value. And also the call with me for a 30 minutes is a $99 value. So you're getting that benefit by scheduling your clarity call right now, stepping into change. Awesome. Molly, yes. Oh my God, it's so good to see you, Molly. You've been around for a while. Wonderful to see your name pop up. All right, Lottie's in, Molly's in. And I know we already have 2 mamas who have scheduled their clarity call. So I'm already excited to be connecting with those mamas. And several of you, we've got about about a dozen who are planning to join us tomorrow for Q&A. Today is the day to make the change. And I'm so excited to meet you where you're at. When you show up, I'm showing up for you. Talk soon, guys. Bye now.